every device.
Pardon, Yamuna, what you said?
We have to configure manually if DHCP is not installed.
Yeah, right. Good. If DHCP is not there, so we should have to configure if we have like one, two, if limited PCs are there, we can easily configure. If we have number of PCs, those PCs are connected to one network. That network is connected to access, whichever with access layer only will configure. This is like two-tier architecture. These are the PCs are connected likewise. These are host. These are all hosts. They are connected likewise. If limited PCs are there, here I have taken example of 8 PCs at one network. This is our network. You can assume like 192.168 1 dot. This is our network, and we'll configure easily here 8 PCs only. If we have number of PCs, how we'll assign the IP addresses? For example, see how we'll assign the IP addresses. I'll show you in real time also. ncpl. Just go to command prompt in configuration terminal, network configurations here. Just see, this is an example I'm taking, one of the network adapter. Just move to here. My screen is visible, right?
Yes.
This is a obtain an IP address automatically. This is the DHCP. Whenever I should have to give IP address through DHCP, then I should have to select this one. Otherwise, if I want to give a IP address manually, then I should have to select likewise. See, in before you can it will be hide the options. You cannot edit anything here. But whenever you are move here, then here you can edit 192.168 and 1.1. Likewise, I should have to give the IP address 1.1 or 1.10, whichever. Then automatically class C as subnet mask came, and default gateway. If I want to move in different network from one network to another network, then default gateway is required. Whichever the default gateway is there, our organization will provide you. Likewise, you should have to give the IP address. Then after then DNS servers, if it is required, you can give the DNS server also. DNS server we'll discuss later. Now, time being for DNS part, you should have to give the IP address manually likewise. Otherwise, if you have to give IP, if it will be assigned IP address automatically, then this is a DHCP process. This is in our laptop, we should have to take obtain an IP address automatically. If you want to check the IP address, which IP address I got, then just move to the command prompt, and here command prompt and IP config, just move likewise. If you are giving likewise, then every IP address you will get. These are the IP address automatically assigned IP addresses. This is a gateway, default gateway and subnet mask. I got the IP address through Wi-Fi. This is the 192.168.1.37. This is the private IP addresses I got. And organization inside also will assign the private IP addresses only. Then if you want to move from private to public, we have a option like NAT. Got it? Till if you want to check MAC address, if you are troubleshooting means, you should have to take a command all. There you will find out MAC details also. With MAC details, you will find out. Okay, physical address, it's nothing but to MAC details. You will if you want to check with MAC details, DNS server, everything. So you should have to take command like all /all ipconfig /all. This is the troubleshooting command. Fine. Here you will find out everything. Now move to our topic, obtain an IP address for See, now, so the process is with the help of DHCP, we can assign the IP address easily. That is called DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. Now, behind the DHCP, one process will work. That is, we call it as a DORA. And the DORA is nothing but, again, first, whenever this PC1 want IP address. This PC1 want IP address. Like, it will be discover the packet. First, discover the packet. To now you can assume this is DHCP client. DHCP client. This one is client. And this one is DHCP server. From where will you get the IP addresses? Those provided, we call it as a DHCP server. Who will provide the IP addresses? We call it as a server, DHCP server. This is client and server architecture, DHCP client and server architecture. In this, first PC1 originate, he don't have any IP addresses. First of all, PC1 don't have any IP addresses, just he's connected to one network. He's connected to one network. If this server will provide the IP address, to be honestly, that is the DHCP server, client will get IP address. If he is not ready to provide the IP address, even though he is in network, that time one more APIPA IP address he will get. If he is not ready to provide the IP address, the server, he don't wants to provide the IP address to this PC. That is, then he will get some IP address. He will get some IP address, that is 169 series. In this series, he will get. In this series, if he getting IP address means he cannot reach to internet. This is not a valid IP address. This is a APIPA IP address. APIPA, automatic private IP address. Automatic private IP address. APIPA, APIPA. APIPA IP address he will get. In that series is 169. I'll prove it. Now we'll check how the DORA process will work. First, PC1 initiate some traffic. I need one IP address because I don't have any IP address. If you assign me one IP address, then only I can reach to internet. Then please assign me one IP address. PC1 one message initiated, that is discover message. Okay, one message, discover message, it will be initiated. Then the DHCP server should have to respond that whichever the initiated the traffic, whichever the initiated the frame, then he should have to raise, he should have to give a reply. Reply, it means one is offering, one is discovering, he is giving one offering, one message, he is replying. It means he is offering one message, one IP address. Yes, I am the right person of who is DHCP server where you will get IP address. Then the DHCP replying to PC1, yeah, I'm offering one IP address. Like whichever the pool we have created is, this is a pool. In this pool, the IP address one is giving 192, 168, whichever the IP is not assigned to other systems, that it will be provided to him. Okay, 192, 168, 1.10 something. The same pool he will provide the IP address. This router will provide the IP address. Then, okay, thank you for the response. Then he's giving the reply. PC1 is giving to reply server. This is the process will be happen. Now replying time. that is request. Is requesting. I don't have any IP address. Whichever you are offering, that is the right IP address. Please provide me that IP address. I don't have any IP address. You are providing one IP address, right? That is provide me, please. Is requesting to DHCP server. Then DHCP server will acknowledge it. Acknowledge whichever the IP address I have provided. Okay, fine. Take it. If you don't have IP address, take it. ACK. Acknowledge it. Acknowledging the packet. This is the process of DORA. First, what will happen? Either PC1. PC1 is there. And this is a PC. And this is a DHCP server. This is a PC and server. In this PC and server architecture, first discovering the message, then offering one IP address. Offering IP address. Then is giving the request. Please provide me that IP address. Then is acknowledging the IP address. Yes, whichever IP address I have provided you, take that IP address. DORA. DORA. This is the process of DORA. Guys, till what we discussed, any doubt?
No, all good.
Fine. Ajay?
Yes.
What
sir.
is DHCP?
DHCP. The dynamic host configuration protocol.
Fine.
It is used to, assign the configuration number such as the subnet mask, the default gateways, and some of the domain names as such. And it also helps to reduce the the conflicts which are manually configured to use the IP address.
Good.
It also provides better fault tolerance than the static IP by allowing the redundancy and failover mechanisms.
Okay. Yamuna, what is APIPA? Yamuna, what is APIPA? I told you just now. We
I'm
discussed
sorry,
it.
I got it. My laptop is stuck. I'm sorry.
Fine.
So it's basically it is automatic private IP addressing. So whenever we try to configure the any devices by using the DHCP, if we are not reaching the DHCP, then APIPA by default it gives a random IP address to that device.
Whenever the connected to network is not getting valid IP address, then he'll get
From the
some IP
DHCP.
address. Yeah. From DHCP is not getting a valid IP address, even though he's in network. That time the range is there 169 254 IP range is there. In that range, if we got IP address, that is a APIPA IP address. It is not a valid IP address. Even though if we got IP address, we cannot reach to internet. That is the APIPA IP address, automatic private internet automatic private internet protocol address, APIPA. Fine. What is the DORA process? DORA.
process, it's
DORA means discover, offer, request, and acknowledgement process.
Fine. Can you explain it process how it will be happen? The PC1 and this is a DHCP server. DHCP client. First, DHCP client initiated one message. I don't have any IP address. Please provide me the IP address. That is discovering the message to DHCP server. Then DHCP server is offering one IP address. Yeah, you don't have any IP address, right? Then I am giving the one of my pool IP address, that is 192.168, whichever the pool we have created, it will be provide one IP address in that pool. That is offering the one IP address to this PC. Then the PC1, yes, I don't have any IP address. Please, whichever you are providing, that is the right IP. Please give me that IP address. That is the request message. Then this DHCP server is acknowledging the message. ACK acknowledging the message. Whichever I have provided you the IP address. If you don't have, then you take that IP address up to 8 hours. Up to 8 hours, the IP address is yours. It will be give the acknowledgement. This is the process of DORA. Okay, fine. We'll do for DHCP lab also. After then, our next topic is DNS, domain name server. Any doubts in DHCP, guys?
Alim, I have a question about this.
Good.
Yeah, so after that 8 hours, so it will send another random IP address to the client, or it work
See.
after the 8 hours?
See, actually, the timer is there. The timer is there for not 8 hours. It is first whenever the IP address this PC will got. This PC got the IP address 192.168.1.10. It's advanced topic, even though I'm explaining you. First, it will be up to 24 hours that will be happen this PC. Then again, after half of this 24 hours, it means after 12 hours, this PC will again discover a message. Whichever you have provided the IP address, that still I am using. Please don't remove that IP address. Then this PC1 giving one more discover the message. In that discovering message, the DHCP server, okay, if you are maintaining that IP address, I don't have any issue. Okay, still you can maintain. After again, it's 50% time over. Again, after 75% time of finished. That is 8 hours. In that 8 hours, if he is not giving any response, in between no packet drops, nothing packet will be initiated, that time this server will think what happened. You are not giving any reply, you are not giving any message to me, then I am removing this IP address. That is that 8 hours. If he's giving in between 8 hours, then again 24 hours, it will be, he will get the IP address. For 24 hours, again for 24 hours, that will be assigned this IP address to him. Again 24 hours. The process will be likewise after 50% of time. Because see, if timer is not there, if he's maintaining 192.168.1.10, this IP address so long with him only, if new PCs are came, one more PC came, in that series, we have 254 IP addresses only. We assigned to everyone. If new PC came, this PC is not working now, then this is the wastage of our time only, right? That is the reason the timer will be here. If timer is there, timer is not there, if you are connected through Wi-Fi, it's a new device. Wi-Fi, it's a new device. So after 255 PC, he will not get IP address because already assigned. Even he is not working now. That is the benefit of timer here. Fine. Got it? Abhinav, got it?
Yes, Salim, it's clear.
Okay, good. And Venkat were with us. He has some words. See, DNS, it means domain name server. In domain name server, wait. Sorry guys, one important call. I'm audible?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry for that. Yeah, one important call I got. Okay. Till what we discussed, no doubts, right? Fine. Our next topic is DNS, domain name system. A system, server, anything, no issue. It will be server only, domain name server. Like, see, it's a big server is there. In that server, everything will be happen, like Google server, Google website, yeah, Facebook website. You can assume abc.com website and private organization cisco.com, whichever schools, whichever domains are there, those all are available in this server. That is, we call it as a domain name server, because we are giving the one domain, that is the abc.com. How we'll call it? If google.com is there, google.com, it is there, it's a domain name. This is the domain name where it is stored in server, that is domain name server. So human can read easily domain, whichever domain names are there, human can read easily and he can store in his mind also those domain names. But IP addresses he cannot remind it. 192, 168, these are the one public IP addresses. Don't take as example private. Public IP address is there, like 11 dot something, 11.11.11.11, yeah, 8.8.8.8. Otherwise 168 something IP addresses. Likewise, everything, so many IP addresses are there. In that, so many IP addresses behind the domain names are working. He cannot remind this many IP addresses, so we can easily by heart the IP address, whatever. Even though if I want to convert IP to domain, and bidirectional domain to IP, we have a process, that is, we call it as a domain name server. Understood? It will be transferred name to IP and IP to name, mainly with the help of, will convert the domain name to IP address, IP address to domain name. That is the main responsible of DNS, domain name server. And that, I think you guys know, .com side is there, .net side is there, we call it .net, and .in, .uk. Have you seen this kind of websites? Google.com, abc.com, cisco.com, this kind of websites are available, right? This is a top level domains. This is a top level domain. And we have another sub level domain means, this is the top level domains. We call it as a .com, .net, .in, .org, whichever, those are all are domain names. And subdomain means abc.com. Example I'm taking abc.com. This is a top level .com, a top level, and this one is the sub level domain. Understood? And one more thing, and if www.abc.com is there, this is a full of website name. In this one is the top level domain, this one is the sub level, and this one is the host. This one is the host. With the help of World Wide Web Technologies, with the help of www only, we'll find out our whichever website. If this is not there, means we cannot find out the websites. We cannot find out. And this is the top level. With this only, which comes under, which level it will be comes under, we'll find out. And we have like sub level also, like after then in dot co. Likewise, also I think you see implemented dot co dot in. Likewise, dot co dot in. We call it as this one is also sub level domain. This also sub level domain. First level domain is in. See how it will be resolve the IP address. First of all, every DNS having one record. DNS, that is DNS record type. That is DNS record type. In this DNS record type, we have like A type, A record, A type record, and we have like C name. I'll show you in lab where we'll find out is C, like and T record and M record. In this A record means it will be resolved like IP address to, sorry, name to, it will be mapped name to IP address. It will be mapped name to IP mapping. In say name means name to name. Name to name mapping. Mapping. Screen is visible. See.
Yes, it's visible.
In this DNS type, here record is there. A record means it will be convert IP name to IP address. Name to IP address. Triple A means double A, sorry, double A, it will be support IPv4, but it will be support IPv6 also, and it will be bidirectional IP to domain, domain to IP. It will be. And C name means it will be name to name mapping. It will be happen. Okay. NS lookup means it will be, we'll find out network system something. In this record, we'll find out the our network IP address. Like in command prompt, just NS lookup, you can find out like which IP of, if you are giving some IP address, it will be verified. It will be show the domain name, NS lookup. Likewise. No, this is all the types of records.
Could you tell me once again for the WAWA one?
See, in this records, we have A type and AA type. Both are same only. Okay, in this, we'll figure it like name to IP, it will be mapping. Name to IP mapping. But in AA means it will be advanced level of that. So here we'll find out name to IP mapping only and IP to name also mapping. Okay. Apart from that, it will be support like IPv6 also.
Okay.
Mm.
Thank you.
But in last we have like IPv4 only. Nowadays also we are using domains, but it will be advanced level. We'll figure it like IPv6 also. And T record means to add information about your website. It will be add information about your website. And M means mail. Here you cannot see those. It's all advanced. In this Cisco packet tracer, we have this many NS lookup with up to here only. But here we have another also type, that is M type and T record type also. T record means it will be information about your website, whichever website information, it will be the help of T record will find out. And M means it will be mail. M it means mail. Mail record, whenever you are sending some mail or receiving some mails, the all about information that will be available in mail server. That is, we call it as a M record type. M record type. These all about types of records yet in available in DNS server. Okay, if you have any doubts, we'll discuss. Otherwise, we'll do the lab. DHCP and DNS record will do the lab. Quickly.
I think what does that M record it does?
M record, it means mail. M means mail record. In this mail record, when you are looking for mail, DNS, or when you are sending some mail, it will be stored in M record. With the help of M record only, it will be happen. Whenever you are sending Gmail or sending some mail transfer protocol, right? Are you aware about it? That is stored in M record, mail record.
Okay.
Guys, apart from that, any doubts? Ajay, Sai, Sri, Shashidhar.
No, it's
And
All good.
yeah, DNS and DCCP.
fine. See, quickly I'm taking. See, here this is a server. In this server also we can create the pools and all. If you want to DHCP server, you can create the pools and all in the server also. But those are available in YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube, you can find out there. But here I am taking as a one router. In this router, will make it as this router as a DHCP server. Okay, this is a DHCP server, and this DHCP server is connected to one switch, and this switch is connected to some NPCs and host. Okay, and one more, our server also is there, is connected to this only. Even though we'll give IP address to this server, we'll give the IP address statically. I'll show you the how we'll give the static IP address also. We'll obtain an IP address for these networks from through DHCP. First, I'm creating one DNS server in this DNS server. I'm creating one. First, I'm take it as the A record, because I need to convert my name to domain IP address. Name to, here you can see name, any name, cisco.com. This is convert to one IP address, 192.168. One dot 10. That much only. Just add it. Cisco, and type is A record, and IP address is for this. And I have to give the IP address for him, 192.168.1.10. Same IP address. and 192 once here. I'm statically I'm giving. If you are selecting from here, it's a gateway. Leave it now. Here you can check now IP address. Which IP address he will get. Requesting IP address. Now his discover is one packet. Which IP he got? IP address he got. Because he's connected to one network, that network is not working properly. That is the reason he got IP address. If that network is properly working, sometime STP is enable this port. If we configure port first, then immediately he will get the IP address. Otherwise, sometimes we'll block the IP MAC binding. We'll block the MAC binding also. That time also he will get the IP address. How will troubleshoot that IP address? It's an important interview question. That is the reason I'm explaining the IP address. Then will definitely they'll ask this question if you are giving the L2 position switching interviews. IP range. Why he's getting APIPA? Fine. So I'm creating one pool. Enable. See how we'll create the pool. Host name I'm changing. See IP DHCP. The question mark here we have a one pool IP address that is configured likewise. Before that, we'll excluded some IP addresses because we have given to this as a server one IP address. So we'll exclude the IP address. Before that, we should have to assign the IP address to interface, right? Interface fast Ethernet 0/0. IP address is 192.168. This is a gateway of this network. So one I have taken. And no shutdown. See, the ports are down still. So I have used it here, no shutdown command. Then port came up. So exit from here and IP DHCP, the question mark, and this is for the DHCP excluded some address. Okay. And I'm creating one pool. In this pool, if you want to configure as a relay agent means it is a relay agent means you are applying it is working as agent. This port who and all coming from trusted network, then only assign the IP address. If untrusted through untrusted interface, if we configure this is the untrusted interface, if he's getting the request to this interface, can you provide me one IP address? Then he will definitely deny that discover message because we configured as a relay agent. Relay agent. It is a security layer to security parameter. Fine. Now I'm excluding IP addresses. Exclude the addresses 192.168 from where to where? 1.1 to highest IP address, whichever from starting. You can check from here. See, lowest IP address, then highest IP address. How will configure? First lowest IP address 192.168. Don't assign the gateway also. And highest IP address is 192.168 1.10. In between, in this between, the IP addresses will not assign provide this DHCP server because we are excluded. Now create the pool IP DHCP pool. Any name. Our domain name is Cisco. That is the reason I'm taking as Cisco. Otherwise, you can give any name. Question mark give and give any word. Pool, that is pool name, any word. Cisco. Then in this network, take a network. Take a network from 192.168.1.0. This is the network and subnet mask 255.255.255.0. And default gateway, question mark, just give the question mark, and default gateway. Our default gateway is this interface. IP address is default gateway. Default router and 192.168.1.1. And anything else? Domain name, server. We have a domain name server also. We have created here. DNS server 192.168.1.10. And DNS server. If anything, domain name also we can give it here. Domain name. What we have given created here, cisco.com, right?
Yes, cisco.com.
Yes, cisco.com. This entire information, these pieces will now get assigned the IP addresses automatically. See, got it. Just click here. See, IP address he got 192.168.1.11 because we excluded IP address up to 10. That is the reason he got IP address is 11. Now subnet mask, whichever we network created in that network he got, and default gateway is 192.168.1.1. We created default router here, this one. This is the interface of that. And we have created one DNS. We mentioned also in our DHCP. That is the reason he got every detail. Automatically he got the detail. If you want to check here, IP config and statically is just see 192.168.1.12 12 IP address. Within a seconds, the IP address will be assigned. 192.13. Static and DHCP. We got IP address 192.168.1.11. Likewise, if one more PC also is there, it is easy. If multiple PCs also is there, like this, just connect. He will get the IP address. He will get the IP address. This PC will get the IP address.
Yes.
No, he haven't get the IP address. He will get the IP address. This PC. He's also not getting the IP address. Which IP address he got? Which IP address he got? 169.254.214.177. This is the range is APIPA IP range. Why he got the APIPA IP address? See, again, you will try it. This PC will get the IP address. Same, we added 3 pieces, right? No? He will get the IP address or not? Any question, any answer, random. No issue. Yes or no?
Yes.
Everyone saying yes. Yes, he will get the IP address. But why these 2 pieces got the IP address? Apipa. See, now he got IP address. Why? Earlier he got the IP address.
Because the neighboring
Again, he got the IP address. Again, he got the IP address. And let's check here. Port is down. Port is showing here. May I know the reason? What is the issue here? Now came up. See, check here. Now you will get the IP address. Learning, listening states are there, right? STP.
Yes.
STP, learning, listening states are there. It will be take 15 to 15 second for the learning and 15 second for the listening. It will be once STP established, then only it will be happen. So spanning tree. You can check here. Port number is F0/10. See, now learning state. Sorry, listening state, listening. LSN, listening. Learning state. 15 second learning state. First listening, then learning. Learning, it will be take 15 seconds. Then forwarding state. Now you will get the IP address. That is the reason. If you want to reduce this time, then make it this port as a port fast. Config T. How we will configure? Spanning tree, port fast, service interface. Interface, fast Ethernet 0/10. We'll configure this port in real time also, port fast. Spanning tree. Spanning tree. Port fast. It will give the warning message. If you are configuring port fast, loop will be not occurred in this port. We don't need also loop because it's a host. That is the reason we no need also loops. If switch also is, if switch both are in switch, then only. See, you can check here. I'm removing and again I am connecting fast Ethernet 0/10. See, immediately it is coming up. But if I am removing this port 9, you can check here. Which port that is? Okay. See, orange color is. If I configure it that it is a port as a port fast, it will be conversation is fast, 30 seconds. Even leave it. Now we got the IP address, everything through the DHCP, and now we'll check. Now verify the DNS server. Just go to here and ping the IP address for DNS server. IP address is what? Which IP? DNS server IP address is which one? ipconfig. This is a troubleshooting command /all. What is DNS server IP address? This one is the DNS server IP address. Just ping 192.168.1. Yes, we can able to ping it. And NS look up. See, we have a DNS server. With the help of NS lookup, we'll find out what is our NS domain name server IP address. Then check, you know the website name, cisco.com. What is the domain name of this? We can verify. This is the IP address of that domain name. This is the IP address of this domain. So, for any doubt in NS lookup, guys, have you understood what is NS lookup? It's a record type. We can verify our whichever domain is there with the help of NS lookup. We can troubleshoot it. What is the domain name? What is the IP address of the domain name? We can verify with the help of NS lookup.
It's just a log, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We can check it. We can troubleshoot it with this command. Fine. in real time also, you will definitely use this command. If your website is, some client is raised the issue like I am not accessing abc.com, then you should have to tell him go to your command prompt, then verify it you are getting the domain name or not. With the help of domain name, you are translating the IP address or not, whichever domain name. In real time, if you want to check, like google.com, you will get the definitely IP address. Likewise. So our website is here. I'm using here. See where I went in this desktop. I use web browser. This is our web browser. We have created here one website, that is our DNS server. Then check it here. Our domain name server, and we have a by default website, that is HTTP and HTTPS both are enabled. Now verify from here cisco.com. Yes, we can we are getting the results. Cisco packet tracer. If you want to change something also, you can edit also here. This is a home page. You can edit anything. Save from here. Yes. Earlier we got this kind of result. Now you can check it. Hi cisco.com. This is DNS server. It is resolving the domain name to IP address. If you want to check the domain name also, the domain name 192.168.1.10. Different PC, otherwise same result we are getting. So confusion is there. So again website, web browser,
Down.
one 192.168.1.10. Check, you can verify it with this domain name server. Guys, do you have any questions till what we discussed? DNS and DHCP.
Yes, I'm all good. But in a real world scenario, while configuring the DHCP, like we'll take an example like let's take like www.cisco.com, something like that. We'll get some different page, right, with a lots of details. How will we do that one?
If you're typing here any cisco.com, for example, again tell me.
Like anything in the normal, like when we open Chrome or something, instead of any, yeah, IP address, anything,
Any
any.
likewise 8.8.8, it's a DNS server of Google.
This page only will deal with.
This is the page only. Yes, it will be resolved the entire domain name, and it will be, see, it will be page came to our Google only, google.com only. Can search here anything. It will be resolved. DNS name will be resolved. Like abc.com. We are typing here direct abc.com. It is resolving likewise.
So how we will know that DNS of like let's say normal search one, like any other sites, some say some news
See,
site or anything.
see, Actually, the process how it will be happen in real time. You are the customer. You have one website that is anything. You are started new company or you started any new organization. So you need a one domain name, right? You need a one domain name. That time what you will, that time you will contact to GoDaddy or any organizations like GoDaddy, Hotmail or Hot servers. Like so many website providers are there. They will provide one domain name. Any GoDaddy is there. GoDaddy, they will provide you one website that is ABC. You are selected abc.com. Then they will not provide only domain name. They will provide one storage also. Storage also. You need a storage also. Storage. Where will be happen storage? In servers, storage will be happen. In this servers, we have a server. In this server, we should have to store our entire information. ABC. If you have one sub pages also, ABC like my index page, index.html, or we have abc.com like about page, about html. It will be stored. These are HTML is nothing but this is a process of language where we'll creating our website. With the help of this, we are creating our website. So many, up to 100 pages are there. This 100 pages, 1000, for example, this 100 pages will store in this server. So one PC came, he is browsing abc.com. Then that time, first it will be see the which level, top level or middle level. It will be see that that is the type of which level domain. It will be check. This is a top level. Then we have a big server. In this server, every entire information is there. This is our GoDaddy server where our this information is stored already, but we are typing abc.com. Then it will be checked, hit to the big server. In this .com, top level domains, everything is there. .com is there, .in is there, every top level domain. In this top level domain, who will assign to this? We are taken from, even though we are taken from GoDaddy, but it is hitting the traffic first big server. This is big server. Everything is happening in the server only. These guys also, GoDaddy also buy from here only. Even they provide to me, the storage is happening here only. That is the real-time process will be happen. Fine. Then this server buy one IP address. This GoDaddy bought one IP address that is like any public IP address. Any public IP address he bought from INA. Internet Number Authority, Internet Assigned Number Authority, INA. From INA only authorized person to provide AS number, public IP address, this public domain names, everything INA only provide. Internet Assigned Number Authority, these guys only provide. Okay, so he got one IP address like for example 9.9.9.9. He got IP address. In this server, we have taken the rent, we have taken some storage. So it will be hit first to google.com. Then in this server, entire information is there, but this sub-level domain for after then it will be checked. Okay, .com is came, fine. Then what is subdomain? Then ABC. Then it will be transfer the traffic to abc.com. To that is where our storage is happen. In GoDaddy, we have taken the server. Then it will be that will be happening here. But IP address is he's taken 9.9.9.9. He's attached that IP address through our IP address. No need to bother about our no need to bother ourselves. Everything assigned GoDaddy only. That is the IP address. It will be work 9.9.9.9. Once you hit the enter abc.com, it will be move. Likewise, it will be send the traffic to our server, and he will get the result abc.com. He will open the website. This is the process is there. Guys, understood?
Yes, I got it.
Yamuna? Was
Yes, I got it.
fine, good. This is the DHCP and DNS process, and I'm stop the recording.